It's all you, part of you, in tune with the rhythm of the island. Hey, it's all you, the flavors of the islands like wind in the sun.
Rich in vitamins A and C.
Follow your island spirit.
It's the rhythm of the islands. We will upgrade your strength by grace.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy.
Tropical rhythms. Drinking the rhythm.
Berbice, hope is rising. Anti-suicide, anti-violence and job creation rally. September 22nd, Rose Hall Quarantine, Berbice. Venue, Rose Hall Primary School Compound. Time, 6 p.m. Music by Crown Vibe Sound and Light International. Admission free. Featuring performances by Kester D, Annalise, Earl Bishop, Sean English, and more. Speakers, Pastor Joseph Prasad, out of Queens, New York. Representatives from the Ministry of Social Protection, counselors, and others. Don't you miss it.
Attitude. Give me attitude.
Next.
Action. Guys, where's the ice cream? Cut! In 4 delectable flavors, the new Super Premium Royal Ripple ice cream is smooth, unbelievably rich, and far more affordable than you think. Royal Ripple Super Premium from Sterling Products Limited.
You have always trusted Kester D's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kester D has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kester D on 600-3991 today. Kester D's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Guyana, get ready for a celebration of life 2017. Hope is rising. For the first time, Grammy-nominated multi-stellar award winner Travis Green is coming to Guyana with his live band. He is standing with us against suicide, violence, and poverty. November 3rd at the Providence Stadium, Georgetown, Guyana. Also featuring multi-award-winning worship leader Sherwin Gardner, award-winning M. Ron Henry Liberty Church NYC worship leader, with Guyana's own Psycho Sherilyn Maloney, Cassandra Kisa, and others. Limited tickets at $2,000. Regular tickets $3,000. Part of the proceeds go to Hope is Rising Charity. In Guyana, call 600-3991. In the USA, call 800-314-1760. On the web at loveguyana.com. Join Travis Green and his band to celebrate the reduction in suicide and a declaration against violence. Get your tickets. Hope is rising.
Good night. How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of You Are Not a Mistake, man. I hope everybody is good. I know many of you right now who have family overseas, especially in the Caribbean and Florida and Miami and these places right now are pretty much worried because everybody's looking on, you know, at the press and all these different ABC and CNN and Fox and all these news channel giving you live coverage to see how Hurricane Irma is going on. You know, she vex Bato, you know. Then they get some other one named what, Zoe and Kate. I don't know, you know, I think the hurricane goes according to alphabetical order, but whoever gave them these names, well, I know. Anyways. But it's very sad to see the devastation in terms of the Caribbean, the aftermath of these hurricanes. Well, Irma really wipe off Bermuda, clear it up, mash it up, like rubbles. Antigua to some extent, but they're good. And then we have St. Martin, BVI, you know, these places. Cuba get touch up, Bahamas get touch up, but they're good. Then now, the big bad apple, or the big apple, you know, the big Uncle Sam, all powerful Uncle Sam. not powerful enough for Ormo. Because Miami right now is like a river, you know. Florida being pounded upon the last information coming out of these areas with the hurricane, and this going until midnight, you know, these winds up to 185 miles per hour and these kind of things. We're talking serious things there, man, you know. So we just got to pray for our brothers and sisters who would be affected. And, you know, the water rising is one thing, but, you know, the sewage system and all of that come. It's getting like when Guyana, when we get flood, these waterborne diseases and all these things you got to worry about, you know. And so all of that you have to take into account. So it's not going to clear up in one day, you know, building being destroyed and all of these different things. So it's a big setback for a whole lot of people in a lot of areas. And then I see on social media circulating, I don't know how true it is, but Ministry of Foreign Affairs is looking to find ways to have Guyanese who are living in Bermuda to come home to Guyana. Because the place is so devastated that nobody can live there right now, you know. And so they're trying to go through all the paperwork to see who are legally, who are originally Guyanese, who are living in these places, working there and things like that, to see how they could facilitate having them here in Guyana, provide home or shelter for them and things like that. So, I mean, it's real, and what we can do if ours are affected, then, you know, and we have places that we can accommodate them, then why not? By all means, you know, let them come. You know, we open our arms to everybody, so why can't we open our arms to our own? So this is the best place for them to live, where they're born originally. And because of whatever reason, they would have left Guyana in search of betterment in other people's country. Now, you know, these natural disasters cause them to look back to the land of their birth. I say the place where God really lives, Guyana. You can imagine we living below sea level, right? And, you know, we're still safe, but at least when we get a little rain and things, we flood up and so, and a bag of nice make and so on and so forth. But can you imagine if we even got a category 1 or hurricane? Yeah? It's not a nice thing. And my friend Kevin, we talking here, and I saw some posts on Facebook as well. In the event that anything major happen, I mean, we praying and everything like that, but let me say the worst happen. You never know. Prevention is always better than cure. Being proactive is always better than reactive, right? Make preparation for exit in the event that any major thing happen, with water coming in to the city and all of that. We have a way of escape to higher grounds, which is Linden, you know? So things like that we have to look into as government, as the people of this country. We have to help our government. You hear what I'm saying to you? Because the government need our help, you know. And that is why they will put certain things out to see, you know, how they could come up with these plans and everything. Because there are people out there with brilliant minds that the government can learn from. And so we need to look in the interest of Guyana without being hearty and puffed up about it. You know, if you got information that could help, I don't think the government is too big to say, no, we don't want your information. We don't want your suggestion or your plan and things like that. So in that regard, you know, we gotta look in the interest. So we gotta continue reaching out to our sisters and brothers out there. They need us. They need us. They need us. They need our prayers. They need our support and everything like that. All right. So let's reach out to our brothers and sisters out there. All right, Guyana. Yeah, man. One love still. You don't know. Right. So I'm here. It's another week. Trust that first week of school was great for all those of you who went out to school. New school year started, and to all the teachers out there, I just want to say a pleasant good night to you. We're in the month of education. This is Education Month. Also is the Heritage Month. Our indigenous people celebrate in the month of September. Amerindian Heritage Month. So we just want to say congratulations to our indigenous people on this note, and to our young people. Make sure you go to school and take in your education and apply yourself so you make preparation for the future for you and your family and whoever else will come into your life. All right? So that's it. Right. And we're on the verge of, as we come down to the 22nd, we will be in Rosal quarantine with Hope is Rising. All right? We're going down there to celebrate with the township of Rosal. They're celebrating for the 7 years as a town. And so they've called us and asked us to be a part, to have Hope is Rising there. You know what Hope is Rising does, you know? We look out for persons with low self-esteem, you know, encourage them. It goes as far as to tackle suicide, violence of any kind, and help to create jobs for people. So these are the three main areas that we're looking at as Hope is Rising, which is the brainchild of Pastor Joe Prasad, who's a Guyanese living in Queens, New York for over 30 years. So, you know, we do humanitarian work all over the world. And people would ask him from time to time, you know, sometimes when you do something good, people would ask, yo, who's you, man? Who's you that you will come and look for somebody like me to give something to or do something in kind for, you know? It's just a common thing people would ask. If you do something, people say, yo, who's you? If they may know you, who's you? Where you come from? So people would ask him that, and, you know, when he said to them, Guyana, they would say, oh, the place where Jim Jones kill all them people. You see? So Guyana is known, is branded for some negative things, bro. And so we got to clear that up. We got to clear that up. Guyana is a beautiful place. We know that. We live here. But not everybody know that. Some people just know Guyana for the negative stuff, you know? And so we got to clear that up, bro. Trust me, we have to. So he said, you know what? It's not good for me to go in all these countries, India and Haiti and all these places, digging well and building shelters for people, millions of dollars. And this is a place where, of my board, people are identifying in a negative light. I got to do something about this. So he was searching, you know, he was searching for somebody who's in Guyana, who understand, you know, what he's trying to accomplish, what he's trying to do to get the work done, because he's in Queens, so, and he's a big manager in insurance industry and all of that, as well. He's a pastor for his church. So he's looking for somebody to share the vision with and have them, you know, do the groundwork. And he would just come in and with the team and, you know, do what he got to do and, you know, reach out to other pastors here. And so everybody come together and share this, this vision of helping others in the light of suicide. And so I didn't know. He told some people about it. And so people were checking around, asking, finding out, you know, who are persons that they can work with and see this done without they being here physically, you know. And so I didn't know. So I was in the U.S. and I got a phone call saying a pastor would like to have a conference with me. So I find out who it was, you know, because I know there's a big America. And in America, you know, it's all about the mighty dollar. You understand what I'm saying? And me want to get kissed, you want to get caught up. Me go to America for the mighty dollar. I just go, for, you know, get a breath of fresh air and do some ministry, right? So I'm very careful with who I connect with and all of these different things. You know, I'm going to catch up in Folly, you know what I mean? So I check it out. So I get to find out who it was. We connect, we call, and we spoke. So I turned up to the meeting. And it was a setting, you know, with different pastors and other leaders of the church. So I didn't know what it was about. So he asking me about my vision and, you know, the things what I do and so on and so forth. So I just explained, you know, my little part that I play here in Guyana. You know, I share with him, not knowing what it was. So when I finished, then he expressed what he would like to do. And he said, based on what I have said to him, I am the man for the job. So I asked him, what job? So he said, bro, we want to come to Guyana and help out in this whole suicide. I mean, we're reading in the media and all these things. People are associating Guyana with suicide and murder and all kind of foolishness. And I'm here. I want to do something for my country, but I don't know who to talk to get this started. So he shared with me. I came back, used my programs, put it out to the people of Guyana, and people embrace it. And you guys see what happened on the 3rd of June there at the Jubilee Park. So that was just the first phase of what we're trying to accomplish. And with that being said, I'm saying to all the pastors and leaders within our country to get on board with something like this. This is about people. And us as Christians, our goal should be winning souls, right? It's not about money or anything of the sort. Even though money is needed to execute these projects, it's not about making money. It's more about seeing people live. And so if it takes that people got to contribute financially to make this happen, this is what God would want for us to do as a people, rather than us on the receiving end and not the giving. You know, you see, Uncle only sing the song, give, and it will come back to you. Good measure, press down, shake it together, and run. You know, we like to sing that song, especially when it's offering time in church, right? But as a church, our role should be giving of our time, giving of our finances or whatever it is that will bring, bring comfort to other people. That's the word right there. Comfort to other people. Sometimes, people don't care about church, they don't care about God and all that, but it's all right. That's where you come in so that we can make them understand the reason for having God is important, right? So not everybody going to see us eye to eye as we see things. Remember, we are not always where we are now. Somebody had to draw to our attention, or some situation had to cause us to, wake up and snap out from the dream world that we're in to realize, hey, you and yourself can't make this work, you need the supernatural. So here it is. So we know in this place, we can't just say hallelujah, or have a good time in church today and go and sleep and you're okay by your neighbor, how they living. Your neighbor cussing all day and you're okay because you're in a good place. But you aren't finding it necessary to say, you know what, let me go and sit down and reason with my neighbor. Go and gaff. Hey, cousin, friend, how you do today? How things? Form a conversation and get into the mind of whoever. And based on how you're living, those people will adapt. Because you can't talk to the people you live in a certain way, your neighbor. Your neighbor know you know. Your neighbor know you're good. You never know more than anybody else, you understand me? So that's the situation. You ever find some people don't go to the church in the area? Just go outside. Me, you know why, but I don't know, man. Why? You got church right to you here, but you left where you live in. I'm going to tell down on the side to another church. Well, the people in the area know you. That's as far as I would say. Anyways, yeah. My reason I live in the Durban Backland. There's a church, there's 210 assembly right there, though. But I go to First Assemblies of God. That's where I started since 1993 when I came to Georgetown, and I lived in Meadowbrook. This is the church I was introduced to, and that's where I am up to this day. You understand me? So it's not a case where now I live in Durban Backland. And I pass in church in Durban Backland, I'm going till to First Assembly. No. I am just, committed to where I started. Yeah, me settle. Me and Rolling Stone gather no mass. You understand? I settle there. I already eating good food there. Foundation is set there. You understand? And that's why I could afford to do the things that I'm doing. Because of the food that I'm eating from. You understand? From there. So I could be able to now go out and help others. The Forum Foundation and the First Assembly is a very good place. Good food that's served there. You understand me? Yeah, man. Proper food. You hear? Spiritual food. So, I mean, as I am on the topic, I just think it's fair that I share or mention the assembly that I attend. And what they do, you know. So it's a free ad, and it's well-deserved ad, I must say. So my spiritual life, they're responsible for, you know. Dr. Messiah or Bishop, whatever you want to call him, you know. That man right there is a good man, you know. Apostle Medroy Brandt, who now live overseas, Pastor Gavin Walker. These are all people who contributed significantly in my life as a youngster coming up in the body of Christ. Oliver Prass, you know, Mom Semple, Dad Semple. These are people who contribute significantly. And I got to say big thanks to all of these people. Sometimes, you know, we get where we get and we forget these people who reach out to us. Ian Johnson, he recorded my first album, was cassette them days. Their Everything Music Dynamic Studio was in Duncan Street back in the days. You know? So these are people that I'm very much grateful to and for. Anthony Semple, who's now a pastor. Mark Willoughby, he's now overseas. Danley Major, Ralph Hart, Ian Graves. All these people contributed to my life, you know. Apostle Brooks, there at Love and Faith Wallow Treat Ministries. Apostle Ragnar, there Life Spring Ministry on the east coast of Demerara. Bishop Juan Edgel. These people contributed to my life significantly. But, you know, as time progresses, things happen and, you know, people get different. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I still hold, you know, respect for these brothers, and I will never forget what they did. You know, they've contributed, they helped to push Pastor Kwame Gilbert. These are all people who contribute significantly in my life. Yeah? Might not be money, but encouragement, you know, help to push me in terms of my ministry, the music. Bishop Juan Edgel is a big fan of Cassidy. I can tell you all that much. I mean, now we're in the political arena and people said this and people said whatever. Everybody get a view about the man. But I had a personal experience with the man. And for me, the experience I had with him, he's a very good man. You hear what I'm saying to you? Yes, he is. And so, you know, I wouldn't get caught up into all the alabaloo and who says what and who does what. I could only talk based on my experience with these people. I found them to be very good people because they have contributed to my life. And in no way I haven't seen myself being a bad person. From 1993 to when I get saved to now, God has brought me a mighty long way. And they've used these people in various areas to help me get where I am today. And so I use this program tonight to make this statement publicly. And I have no bones about saying it. You understand? And it is what it is. You hear? So I don't know, you know where you are, who helped to get you where you are. So if you get an opportunity to encourage these people, to say thank you to them, do it. Don't be ungrateful. Don't you be ungrateful. Never forget where you come from. You know, Kev, one of the things I hear, you know, in ministry, people invite you to the church to do stuff. And people would use that as to, Cassidy guy in this church now, Cassidy in that church, Cassidy got it. Listen, you got to understand what God called you to do. And it's not for you to be selfish with the gifting that God has placed within you. God has given you the gift so that you can be a blessing to other people. I know where I'm from. I just mentioned where I'm from. But that doesn't mean because I'm from there that I got to stay there with my talent and only use my talent there. That is not God. That's not God. God would have you to go wherever and bless people, encourage them with the same gift that He has blessed you with. The gift is not for no particular denomination. You understand what I'm saying? Me ain't a denomination gift. I got a gift from God for the people, whoever they may be, wherever they may be. It's as simple as that. So, you know, everybody get their own view of how they do things. And I'm just gonna be Castadine, man, you know, and reach out to people. 'Cause that's what God has called me to do. People reach out to me, and it's only fair that I do the same. You see? Right. So, there you have it. I want to share with you tonight, you know, I mentioned the 22nd, Travis Green. Well, no. What am I saying? Let me correct that. The 22nd is Rosal, Hope is Rising, with the likes of Anel Aziz, myself, Oral Bishop, his Voice Gospel Band from Borbies, Simeon Burnett, and a whole host of others who will be there, right? That's a free event because Hope is Rising is a free event, really, to bring relief to people, help people in whatever area that we've mentioned. So Travis Green, this guy, you would have heard his testimony, you hear his songs. The world is in love with this brother's ministry. Because of his ministry, you know, Pastor Joe we sit down and we decide, you know, we went through a whole lot of things, working out the way forward with what we're trying to accomplish here in Guyana, in terms of the suicide and everything. Travis Green is the ideal person for what we're trying to do. And so we have went around, make connections, and get the brother for a date. If we don't have him this date, then we don't know, because he says next year he's cutting all these tours because he want to focus on his church, which is fully understood. So we get the date for the 3rd of November, which is a Friday. The reason being it's a Friday, because Sunday he has to be in church. It's a young church, and he don't want to just lose his church in everybody's hand. He wants to be there to have, to give leadership. And so once it's out of America, you would normally have the concerts on Fridays. So you could use the Saturday to get back home in time for church on Sunday. And so that is fully understood. We know a lot of churches have prayer meetings and all these different things. So we're just asking you for this particular Friday, this 3rd Friday, if churches could just partner with us and just be a part of what we're trying to accomplish in terms of reaching to people who are prone to suicide, to be an encouragement to them, you know. So that's the encouragement. That's what we're asking to all the pastors to come on board. And the last time we had the prayer breakfast at the Marriott, you know, a whole host of pastors was there, so everybody leave their information. So we will be sending out emails to all these pastors and doing calls to back it up, to make sure that everybody get the mail, and we could be on one page where this is concerned. This is bigger than us. This is for the people of Guyana. And so we need the support of everyone, including the government of Guyana. All right? So Travis Green is scheduled to be here on the 3rd, along with Sherwin Gardner and his band. Travis Green and his band of 9 people. Sherwin Gardner coming with 7 people, Imran. And already Queens Liberty Fellowship, already 30 persons confirmed traveling to Guyana. Right? Just yesterday, I went and secured 15 at one hotel and 15 at another hotel rooms for people who are confirmed coming for this event. So people are coming in by the droves. And Travis is not no ordinary minister of this gospel. And we want Guyana to give him the love, show him the love and support. Every church sings his song. And now that he's coming here in person, I don't see why you shouldn't be a part of something so magnificent. All right? So I want to start by going to share his interview with his mom, talking about his testimony when he fell from a 4-story building at the age of 4. And you would hear him speak with a little blur in his speech. The reason for that being, when he fell, he hit his tongue, and his tongue was split in 2. So even when you listen to him carefully, you would hear that little thump, you know what I mean? Because that's the power of the tongue. If you trouble the tongue bars, your speech would not be clear. So at the age of 4, he fell from a 4-story, and by the mercies and the mercies of God, he survived that. And from the testimony, you would hear what happened. Listen up.
And my classmate little boy were in the room playing, as kids do. And somehow they got the window up to the day we don't understand how. And when they lift the window up, Travis was like sitting in the window sill, and and he's never changed from this part. He was flirting with the little girls on playground. And he blew a kiss at the little girls. And he said, in the midst of me blowing the kiss, I felt my body flipping in midair. And he said, Mom, I was flipping, but just before I hit the ground, a man with a big old hand caught me. Going back to what happened, the little boy ran into the den and he shook me. He said, Miss, your son is dead. And I said, oh, they just playing. And my husband looked at me and looked at the kid. And by that time, he jumped up and he said, Travis. And my husband only had to call their name once. Bam, they respond. I have to call it 3 and 4 times. But when he said Travis and Travis did not respond, my husband took off down the steps, because in Germany is one way in, one way out. And I ran in the bedroom because I just so knew my child is under the bed playing games. So when I went in the bedroom, I've noticed that he wasn't under the bed, nor was he in the closet. So I saw the window open, and my heart just felt like it just stopped beating for a split second. And when I looked out of the window, I saw my son's body, just lifeless body, laying there on that ground. By the time I got to the ground floor, the crowd had already gathered around. I'm sorry. Tell the rest. It's they told me that I couldn't touch my son. And they said that he was gone. And so they had like the Dr. White coat pulled over him. And they said that it's nothing you could do. So they were telling my husband, along with the men, to keep me from my child. And I am so grateful this Mother's Day, because a mother can do things that's beyond your imagination when they see their child in trouble. So I began to just throw men left and right, because I saw my baby and I saw blood. And I yelled out, if he's dead, you can't harm a lifeless body. By that time, there was like, my husband said, let her go, let her go. And I grabbed my child. Blood, when he fell, the impact split his tongue, so blood was everywhere. And he was like, eyes in the back of his head. And I began to plead the blood. I said, Jesus, twice. Nothing happened. And it's like something rose up in me, and I began to yell, the blood of Jesus. And when I said that, my baby began to cough up blood. And when he coughed up blood, they snatched him out of my hand, and they took him, which was only across the street. They took him to the German hospital. And they, of course, when I got there, they told me that he was gone. They said I experienced some type of reaction that the body does when it leaves the world or what have you. To the day, I don't quite understand. But I told the doctor, I said, if God was going to take him, he would have taken him when he fell. I said, the God I serve don't do a half-done job. So they kept him in for 3 days and 3 nights in the German hospital from head to toe, hooked up to all types of tools. On the 3rd day, I told the doctor, I said, you all done what you can do, all you could do. And I thank you for that. I said, but I need my child. Today, my child is going on with me.
Guyana, get ready for a celebration of life 2017. Hope is rising. For the first time, Grammy-nominated multi-stellar award winner Travis Green is coming to Guyana with his live band. He is standing with us against suicide, violence, and poverty. November 3rd at the Providence Stadium, Georgetown, Guyana. Also featuring multi-award-winning worship leader Sherwin Gardner, award-winning M. Ron Henry Liberty Church NYC worship leader, with Guyana's own Saiku, Sherilyn Maloney, Cassandra Kisa, and others. Limited tickets at $2,000. Regular tickets $3,000. Part of the proceeds go to Hope is Rising Charity. In Guyana, call 600-3991. In the USA, call 800-314-1760. On the web at loveguyana.com. Join Travis Green and his band to celebrate the reduction in suicide and a declaration against violence. Get your tickets. Hope is rising.
Left wing now, left wing. What up, man?
Show me that. Yo, no, that go left bad, yo. I tell you, yo.
Yo, oh, go on. Get an extra tropical ready.
Tropical Rhythms for the fun of life. Follow us on Facebook.
Never thought I could eat my way to a slimmer waistline.
I was in the store and bam, there it was.
Reduced fat, no cholesterol.
Exactly what she needed for her super strict weight loss diet.
My hero, he's always just constantly looking out for me.
Anything, I mean anything to keep that irresistible waistline.
Keeping your waistline in line? Make it easy with Golden Cream Reduced Fat No Cholesterol Margarine. Now in a spanking new package that guarantees fitness.
You have always trusted Kestudy's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kestudy has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kestudy on 600-3991 today. Kestudy's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Burbies, hope is rising. Anti-suicide, anti-violence and job creation rally. September 22nd, Rose Hall Quarantine Burbies. Venue, Rose Hall Primary School Compound. Time, 6 p.m. Music by Crown Vibe Sound and Light International. Admission free. Featuring performances by Kestudy, Annalise, Earl Bishop, Sean English, and more. Speakers, Pastor Joseph Prasad, out of Queens, New York. Representatives from the Ministry of Social Protection, counselors, and others. Don't you miss it.
Yeah, we're back on that. You heard? That's the testimony of a mama about her child, you know. So that's where that song came from, you know. You made a way. It's intentional. And then there's another one we have before the show ends tonight. I'm going to show you with him testifying on his son. Where the doctor pronounces son dead. Oh, Lord. Here you go again, all right? So this brother got a series of testimony with death experiences. You know what I mean? So take your experience and make it into songs, you know. Testify about the goodness of God and put it out there, you know. With me on set this evening, I have two beautiful young ladies. And they're here to share with us on an event that will be coming this Friday, the 15th of September at the Reveal Word Christian Center, there in William Street, Kitty. And on set with me is no stranger. You were here before, on television with me before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a sister who is not a stranger, and I have another sister who for the first time here on the show this evening. So I'm going to ask Esther to introduce her for me. Esther, good night and welcome to...
Good night.
You are not a mistake, girl.
I'm not.
And we had some fun this afternoon up in, you know what I mean? Preparing for you guys on Friday. What's up? Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Guyana. This is my sister, Marvelous.
Blood sister? Our sister in Christ?
Sister in Christ. I like
See,
the blood
she's
part.
dancing. You know, see, even she gesticulation is dance. You understand me? Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's...
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Nice name. What's the meaning of that?
Marvelous.
That's marvelous. Smart. All right. So talk to us, Esther. What's happening at Marvelous? What's going on Friday? What can people expect at Reveal Word?
Yeah. Okay, it's Hosanna 2017. It's the Pegs Band concert. I'm sure you know Pegs Band by now. We've made a landmark. So it's Pegs Band, the African Praise Band. And we're having our concerts this Friday. But this time we're doing it in collaboration with Revealed Word Christian Center, 58 William Street, Kitty. And the church is celebrating their 9 years in Guyana.
9 years.
9 years anniversary in Guyana.
Nice.
And we are joining them to make it a praise feast. So it's gonna be called Hosanna 2017 this Friday. It's gonna be packed up with praise, praise, praise. And guess what? It's free. It's free.
That's the word a lot of us like to hear, right? Free. Yeah, man, free. Yeah. So who are some of the persons that will be joining in this celebration, this praise?
Yes. It's a full house. It's a full house. I'm not sure I remember all the names, but I'm going to try to call a lot. So
all right, let me see if we got help too.
Casadine is going to be there anyway.
Oh yeah, present.
And guess what? Casadine is doing a song with us.
Yeah, I'm doing a song with the Pegs Band.
This is like the Afro-Caribbean.
Oh, you're the only one. Answer me, only not so strong. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to be having Melissa Van Der. We're going to be having El Bishop, Roy Phillips.
I'm looking for the flyer.
Yeah, the host.
Ewart Williams.
Yes, and Jasmine Harris. Right. So it's
Jasmine. Okay.
Jasmine Harris. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so lovely. I'm expecting Guyana to be there. One of my biggest pleas is that you come early.
We get Carl Damon, Roy Phillips, or Bishop, Ewart and Jasmine as the host.
Yes.
Miriam Williams.
Yes.
Melissa Van Der.
Yeah.
Okay, and the Pegs Band. And I see Pastor Alex as well.
Yes, he's the main shot in this whole thing. So, and it's going to be a lovely time. It's going to be a lovely time of praise. I'm expecting you all to come early.
What time is it? 6 o'clock?
Yeah, 6 o'clock. Okay. 6 o'clock
6
sharp.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. sharp. Revealed Word Christian Center doesn't joke with time. No African time, no Guyanese time.
Just the right time.
The right time. You want to say something?
Yes, Marvelous.
Well, I actually have nothing to say because
she said everything.
Exactly.
So Marvelous, what would you be doing?
Well, I'm supposed to, I would be joining the band because
singing.
Okay.
I'm part of the band, so I'll be joining them.
She's actually the vocal coordinator of the band.
Real?
She's the vocal coordinator of the band.
She was missing this afternoon.
Yeah, she had a lot of activities going on somewhere, so she wasn't able to be there today.
Yeah, we were cranked up. This afternoon was...
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, I got a piece of the action.
So at least, you know what rehearsals look like? You have an idea what the day is going to be like.
Yeah. You don't know, we bring the house down with the praise. And we get him a piece on the radio last Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah. If you have missed that, boy.
That was very funny.
She got it going on though, but I try to keep up. But this old age thing would not permit me to, go beyond certain, Yeah, so we ready? We ready. Yeah. So anything else we didn't touch on?
Yeah, there's a lot we have to say, but I must say, for those on Facebook, please follow us on Facebook with Pegs Band. That's P-E-K-S Band, B-A-N-D. Pegs Band, the African Praise Team on Facebook. Follow us up. We're going to be giving you updates until the day to show you what's going to be happening. We have, just in case if we have any other events coming up, we're going to also let you know. And please, my biggest plea, don't come with heels, because I'm not going to come with heels. I beg you, don't come with heels, because it's going to be dance, praise the Lord, dance, praise the Lord, dance, praise the Lord, just like that.
If they come with heels, they surely got to kick that out.
Oh, yeah, drop it out again.
Leaving the church with their heels in their hands.
I'll give it to charity.
We'll give it to charity. I hear you, man. I hear you. So, people, it's all going down. It's Friday. And for those of you who don't know where William Street is, I had to learn the hard way, right? So let's say you're coming from the Kitty Market, you're going towards the seawalls, right? Kitty Market, going towards the seawalls. When you reach William Street, you turn right. You're going till you see that big blue building, you see the name Reveal World Center right on your left hand side. Plus you're gonna hear, even though it's a soundproof, air-conditioned place, you'll still be feeling the vibration when Pegs Band take the stage. These people really know how to praise y'all. I am playing with that. Plus y'all know what I'm talking about when we talk about praise. You see them in action, you see some of their work on Facebook and all of that. So, you know, I ain't gotta say anything more. All right, so just show up there, 18 hours or 6 p.m. And join in the celebration with Apostle Alex celebrating 9 years and Pegs Band celebrating the, last year they had it at the Sports Hall Tarmac, right? Right, so this year they're keeping it, you know, teaming up with Apostle Alex to have that celebration. So come on out, it's free, y'all. And we're going to have a praising time up in there. I'm going to be there along with my family.
Yay!
Yeah. All right, so we're ready for that. So what we're going to do, don't leave yet. I want to show you guys, you know, we're bringing Travis Green, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just sharing with the guy and his people. I mean, some people may know, some people may not. Because not everybody prone to social media and all of that. So for those of you who are not socially inclined, I'm helping you out here to understand the level of this brother ministry and why he sing the way he sing. And so I'm going to go to his interview with himself and wife when the doctor would have pronounced the child dead. But you will see that child that the doctor pronounced dead in the name of Jesus. Watch the praise, y'all.
He escaped death twice and credits his miracle story to God.
In tonight's Faith Matters, Janae Frazier talks to a Grammy-nominated musician about his life, his ministry, and what he wants everyone to know.
I know that all things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing.
For gospel singer Travis Green, his hit single about God being intentional is more than just a song.
He's intentional.
It's truth he's seen play out in his life
Never failing.
When I was born, you know, the doctors thought right then that I was dead. I wasn't breathing or anything. My parents prayed, and God performed a miracle on the spot and revived me.
And over again.
And then when I was 4 years old, I fell 4 floors out of a window and was pronounced dead by doctors. And my mother literally picked up my body, and she prayed that Jesus would rescue me and give me life again. And it happened when I was 4 years old, and I'm still alive to tell about it.
And still able to see God intentionally work in his and his wife Jackie's life.
Fast forward a little, my water ended up breaking. I ended up having to stay in the hospital for subsequently about 7 weeks. The doctors pretty much pulled us out after my water broke and said that it wouldn't be any way for Jace to make it.
The doctors didn't think their baby would live, but the couple chose to follow God.
Travis really just told her, you know, really emphatically that we believed God and that we were going to trust him and we were going to fight. Hey!
And their son Jace walking out his own miracle story, which adds to the Greens' full belief in God's intentional miracles.
Our lives are just testimonies, after testimony about how God has really shown himself to be real.
I just really feel like you can't doubt encounter. Like when you've encountered an experience like that and God has come through in the way that he has, it's overwhelming evidence that he is real and that he performs miracles.
He often talks about these unbelievable acts in his music and some other events in his life that aren't always easy to understand.
I actually lost my father when I was really young. I was 5 years old, and he died at 28. And this one wasn't a miracle, you know, and we wanted my father to come back, but he didn't. He passed. He was a pastor. He had an aneurysm, and he died. And so I think really walking and seeing how fragile life is, it causes you at an early age to wake up to the reality that your next breath is God's option and not yours. And I experienced that at an early age, and so for me, just knowing that I'm on borrowed time and knowing that if I'm here on purpose.
Here on purpose, with great success
here to spread a divine message.
So I'm traveling the world now and just letting people know that God is real and that he's full of love towards them.
His new stage.
You know, the thing about worship is that it shifts atmospheres.
I didn't. I didn't want to start a church in Columbia, South Carolina. I didn't want to start a church anywhere.
Although not so thrilled at first, Travis and Jackie once again said yes to God.
Where do you want us to go, God? And it was like, Columbia? What's in Columbia? You know, I didn't know anything about Columbia. No, very few people here. But he made it really obvious that this is where he wanted us to be.
I'm ready to birth this thing. I want you to worship instead of complaining.
Forward City Church is their brand new ministry right here in the Midlands.
I love people, and I think it's a true honor and a gift for God to call you to something like that.
Another opportunity to help people with what they've been through.
Give people something to be able to hold on to, a team, a family, to be able to help them in life to really do what the vision is, which is let go of the past and embrace the future that awaits them.
To show just how intentional God really is.
I could tell anyone who doubt the existence of God is to try him. Try his love, try his peace, try his joy. It is beyond any high a drug can give you, or any buzz alcohol can give you, or any emotion a bedroom can give you. It is really, it's life-changing. That for me was the changing factor. I think the greatest miracle was not from death to life. It wasn't what happened in our, with our son living. I think the greatest miracle that we've encountered was a life change that we've had, going from walking blindly in darkness to really coming alive in his light.
Never failing. Yes,
Janae Frazier, News 19,
for my good.
WLTX.
Oh boy. So you heard for yourself, man, I was at the gas station, and I think it was on Friday, and the guy who looked the program, I think he see the program, it was last Sunday. He said, man, I heard this guy who fell out the window. Is that true? So I said to him, being me, I said, well, the guy is coming to Guyana, I think he's the fittest person to answer that question. So if my brother, you're watching the program tonight, well, I just played the interview with his mom. I don't think his mom would lie, and I just played the interview with him and his wife, who spoke partly about himself and his son. So you saw the son who the doctor said was dead. He's well up on his feet and rocking to the music. You see what I'm saying? So, God is just miracles. You got any experience that you could share in a nutshell how good God is?
Yeah, this morning while I was preparing for church, this just came up to my mind that there's some things we face in life that are actually for the glory of God. It's not for you to suffer. So I thought back on some issues that came up in my life, some health issues I had when I was growing up, and they were there for like forever. I grew up in a Christian family, and my mom would pray. We'd do a lot of activities, go to church. They said pray in water, drink the water. We worked on a lot of stuff, and it wasn't going. And this was up till I was 15, going to 16. Then at 16, I just had this spiritual awakening in my heart to give my life to Christ. I did it right on my bed. I just laid on my bed one night. I thought, God, I'm done trying to take care of myself. Just take care of me, I'm done. And from that day, that's how that issue left. I can't remember the last time I had that experience. So it was like God was waiting for me to come so that he just takes it away.
Wow, yeah.
So there are some issues that come to us that are just for the glory of God. Come to God and he will do it. He will do it.
Yeah, God will force himself on no man, So he's knocking, waiting for you to say, well, come on in, what you waiting for? Any experience you had? Marvelous.
I've had a lot of experiences that, have really made a turnaround in my life and in my family. But in all of them, I've just learned to, trust God, and I know that I was born for a purpose. I am not a mistake. And I know that I'm still living, because of the grace of God. And until that purpose is fulfilled, I'm not done yet.
Amen. Word, song, and power, y'all. Listen, you don't need to be no place else on Friday. Come let us have praise time up in Reveal Word Christian Center. Apostle Alex is a young man with a passion for God. I mean, I've spoken to him one-on-one. Even up to today when I was there to do the rehearsals, he wasn't there, he's still in Linden. And so a young lady brought the phone and said, Apostle want to talk to you. So I don't know who called him to say, you know, I'm there with him, but he take the time to call and say, yo, I heard you at church, bro, and I'm sorry I'm not there, but certainly looking forward to, you know, work with you on Friday and things like that. You see the humble and the uniqueness of the brother right there. You know, I really, really respect and appreciate that. You know, it's not what you do, it's how you do what you do and how you make people feel about themselves. So for me, with that, you didn't have to tell me they're in London and all of these different things. You know, you could have just leave it as that. But he make me feel extra special when he did that, because I wasn't expecting anything of the sort. I just come here to do rehearsal with you guys and left. So, you know, it just goes to show the humility of the brother. And people like this you need to connect with. You know, you could learn so much from them, and it will help you as well to be humble. Because when you see where they are and how humble they are, it helps you as an individual yourself. So the higher you go, the more humble you should become, you know. And so let's go and celebrate with our brother. 9 years. It's quite a milestone, and so we will be celebrating. So I want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A brother behind the scene, you know, he said let the ladies come on the set so they could make me look good. You know? I just had to put that word in right there. So anything in closing, Esther, feel free to share before we go out of here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity of bringing us here.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ghana, for your support all through the years. Thank you for supporting Pegs Band. Thank you for our concert last year. Thank you for following us up and going with us, knowing fully well that most of us, at the time we started, were students, although some of us have graduated now. But we felt your support, and basically because of we came with the African idea, but some of you have gone far to actually check up on us, send us messages, and I must say thank you very much. And we will not disappoint you. We will carry the praise of God, and we will take it as far as God takes us. Thank you so much.
Well, I just want to say thank you as well, Guyana, for your support, your love, and for, you know, believing in us. And I also want to leave you with this encouragement. This what's it called? The interview with Travis Green really inspired me, and I'm excited. And I just want to encourage you that for the fact that you are still living, God is not done with you yet.
Amen.
For the fact that you're still living, God is not done with you. So hold on to that, right? Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, ladies. And looking forward to see you guys on Friday at the Reveal Word Christian Center that's in William Street, Kitty. And we will have a praise time in there. On behalf of the sponsors of this program, Sterling Product Limited there in the East Bank of Demerara, Anson McCall Trading Limited with the Tropical Rhythm brand, Dennis Trading for the export of old batteries, Cassidy Gospel Music Center there on Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp, and Orange Walk on South Road. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Remember to join me on AJ 94 #1 on Tuesday night from 11 to midnight, and on Thursday on HGP TV channel 6 to 7 from 7 to 8 for the Celebration of Life Hope is Rising update. So on that note, thank you and have a blessed rest of the evening.
Hold on, man. Watch this.
Left wing now, left wing.
What up, man?
Show me, sir. Yo, no, that go left bad, yo. I tell you, yo.
Yo, hold on. Get an extra tropical ready.
tropical rhythms for the fun of life. Follow us on Facebook.
You have always trusted Castudi's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Castudi has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 Eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Castudi on 600-3991 today. Castudi's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Never thought I could eat my way to a slimmer waistline.
I was in the store and bam, there it was.
Reduced fat, no cholesterol.
Exactly what she needed for her super strict weight loss diet.
My hero, he's always just constantly looking out for me.
Anything, I mean anything to keep that irresistible waistline.
Keeping your waistline in line? Make it easy with Golden Cream Reduced Fat No Cholesterol Margarine. Now in a spanking new package that guarantees fitness.
Attitude. Give me attitude. Next. Action. Guys, where's the ice cream? Cut! In 4 delectable flavors, the new Super Premium Royal Ripple ice cream is smooth, unbelievably rich, and far more affordable than you think. Royal Ripple Super Premium from Sterling Products Limited.
Guyana, get ready for a celebration of life 2017. Hope is rising. For the first time, Grammy-nominated multi-stellar award winner Travis Green is coming to Guyana with his live band. He is standing with us against suicide, violence, and poverty. November 3rd at the Providence Stadium, Georgetown, Guyana. Also featuring multi-award-winning worship leader Sherwin Gardner, award-winning M. Ron Henry Liberty Church NYC worship leader, with Guyana's own Saiku, Sherilyn Maloney, Cassandra Kisa, and others. Limited tickets at $2,000. Regular tickets $3,000. Part of the proceeds go to Hope is Rising Charity. In Guyana, call 600-3991. In the USA, call 800-314-1760. On the web at loveguyana.com. Join Travis Green and his band to celebrate the reduction in suicide and a declaration against violence. Get your tickets. Hope is rising.
It's all you, in tune with the rhythm of the island. Hey, it's all you, the flavors of the islands like bending the sun. Rich in vitamins A and